In April 1861, a newly elected President Abraham Lincoln announced that he needed 75,000 soldiers for 90 days to retake Fort Sumter from Confederate forces. The Civil War was well underway. A young Irish immigrant named Albert D.J. Cashier enlisted in the Union Army, but Private Cashier was waging another kind of war. About 50 years later, it was revealed that Albert Cashier was really a woman named Jenny Hodgers, a stowaway from Cloggerhead, Ireland. He saw himself as a man. His friends, comrades, and neighbors also saw him as a man, who is still to this day recognized and remembered every Veterans Day. Very little was known about her life before she left for America. When she left Ireland, she changed her name and her persona. In essence, Jenny Hodgers died on that boat, and at Ellis Island, Albert Cashier was born. Conditions for women in those days were really appalling. Opportunities for working-class women were non-existent. So Jenny reinvented herself as Albert Cashier. Albert's secret was never far from his mind. After the war, he ended up in Sonneman, Illinois, and exploited every advantage afforded to men. This was a time when women had yet to win the right to vote. There is evidence that Albert voted. So, Albert was unofficially the first woman to have voted in Illinois, maybe even in America. Albert's life as a man wasn't always without difficulty. As he got older, his secret became harder and harder to conceal. He was working in Sonneman for Senator Ira Lish. The senator was in his car one day and accidentally struck Albert. Albert's leg was broken, and when the doctor came to tend to him, he discovered that Albert was a woman. The senator and doctor agreed not to tell any of Albert's friends and acquaintances that he was actually a woman. They kept his secret to themselves. Eventually, the story did get out and found its way into the newspapers. The Bureau of Pensions then carried out an investigation. He had been receiving a pension for 24 years. The Bureau of Pensions ruled that Albert had committed a fraud. They maintained that he could not have fought because he was a woman. Albert's friends and fellow veterans rallied around him and supported him. Eventually, the Bureau of Pensions relented, and Albert was allowed to keep his pension. So who was Jenny Hodgers? A man trapped in a woman's body, or a desperate woman who saw no other way to survive but to con her way by pretending to be a man? Perhaps a little bit of both, or perhaps something completely different. My Last Skirt is her incredible story.